All right. Well, winding down the year, and if that soundtrack was on vinyl, the needle would have gone through to the other side because we've had so many interviews, not just this year, but in the last couple of months. I'm thrilled to have my bro, Matt Indes, on right now. We've been talking about this for a long time. I've been in Arizona 9 years. We've known each other since about the time, maybe even before we moved here. Now
I think
that I
so.
think of it, it's been a while. And you mentioned earlier that some people have questioned whether or not we're the same person because only a few people have seen us in the same room at the same time. And guess what,
Right.
folks? For all you know, this is trick photography. It was pre-recorded, and Steven is streaming it, and it's both me or him
It's
or us.
it's all AI.
Yeah. Welcome, Matt, finally on Drum Talk TV, your first full-length real interview.
Hey, Dan, it's great to be here, man. Absolutely.
Thanks. Well, a couple things. One, you're very busy. I love seeing how busy you are, not just with playing drums, but you run the Phoenix Area Drummers Facebook group, which is extremely active. You do the Desert Drum Rumble every year, which benefits Alice Cooper's Solid Rock Foundation. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
You also do the swap meet, which comes up, what is that, like once a quarter?
We do it twice a year, fall and
Oh,
spring.
okay, cool. Twice a
Yep.
year.
Yep.
You're in about 8 bands, but most importantly of note, you are 2 years plus after having a heart transplant. And that's just amazing to me that you're so vibrant, so healthy, so active. We'll show some video of Matt playing, but let's talk about that a little bit because it's an extremely inspiring story. We'll talk about Danny in a bit, who you're going to honor, your transplant donor, as well as
Yes.
some other fellow transplant drummers that are also survivors and active. So take it away. I'll leave that to you to start it off with.
Well, I'll tell you, my journey started, let's say, in 2012. I was diagnosed with heart failure, uh, and I had no idea I had heart failure. Went to the doctor thinking I was having an asthma attack, and they said, "Hey, you need to take yourself to the emergency room. This is not an asthma attack. We think it's something, you know, greater than we could take care of." So I went to the hospital emergency room, and they said, "You have congestive heart failure."
I was
And
going
it
to
was
ask if the symptoms were that, because that's when your lungs fill up with
absolutely,
fluid.
absolutely. And I couldn't breathe. I was wheezing. I was gurgling, actually.
Oh,
Uh, there was so much liquid in my lungs. I was gurgling when I was breathing. So that was the start of the heart failure journey. I was out of playing at that point for a good, I don't know, 6 months to a year. And then, with medication, I was able to get back and play again. So during that time, I started the Phoenix Area Drummers Facebook group. Actually, it was my wife Margot's, I would say partially her idea, but I'll give her full credit because at the time we were dating and I wasn't able to play. I wanted to stay active in the community. So I started the group just as a little chat group, and it just exploded.
yeah.
I think now we have close to 6,000 members on Phoenix Area Drummers.
Yeah.
And so I continued playing, and then up until about, I'd have to say, 2022, my symptoms started getting worse. I passed out setting up at a gig. I passed out in Sedona playing a gig.
Oh,
My good friend and fellow Phoenix area drummer Randy Rask helped me up, and I continued on and finished the gig. He helped me load out, and that it's just, yeah, that was start of the journey. I passed out again at another
oh,
gig, and I thought, oh, okay, I think I'm kind of at the end of what I could do here, and was hospitalized and ended up at Banner University Medical Center. And I had one more gig I wanted to play, and it was the Blues Festival up in Flagstaff
mhm.
with my great band that I love, JC and the Juke Rockers. In my heart, love those guys. I'm part of that band now for I think going on 8-9 years.
Wow.
So I get on the treadmill and I said, "Hey doc, I just want to do one more gig." And we get on the treadmill. He said, "Sorry, we're going to take you to the emergency room right now."
Oh, wow.
that was pretty much the end of that. That was in 2023.
I remember you announcing that you needed a transplant and
Yeah,
waiting for a donor.
right. And yeah, you can't. I couldn't have asked for a better team at Banner. They're absolutely amazing. I was placed on the donor list, I believe, July 5th, and I received my transplant on August 8th, 2023. So boom, boom, boom. It happened from the time I was put on the list to the time I was able to, get my transplant. It was a very short time. So I was very, very fortunate in that regard.
All right. Let's talk about your donor, Danny, and
Yes.
give a bit about him, and then I have those special pictures to show.
And Danny, oh, yeah, he's my angel donor. Danny, here's the kicker, which is it's still boggles my mind. Danny was a drummer, and Danny was also a member of Phoenix Area Drummers Group. So Danny was in marching band when he was a kid in high school, and he took lessons from a friend of mine, A.D. Adams.
Right? A great friend of ours. Yeah.
Yeah, great friend of ours, A.D. And then Danny passed away a couple days before I received my transplant. And he is a true angel, and his family, wonderful people. His parents, Debbie and Ron. I was fortunate enough to meet them when I did a gig in Sedona at the Red Rock and Blues Festival. So Danny has 3 kids. He has one biological and 2 step-kids, and they're very young. And it's just my it's hard to wrap my head around, the loss that his family has gone through. And
Yeah.
I've been blessed by him and his family with the gift of life, from Danny.
Yeah, and there's a picture of Danny with his bass drum,
Yeah,
2006 DCI World Champions. And the other thing that's really cool, you were surprised to be presented with this amazing snare that not only has Danny's likeness, but it has your your heart is right there.
it has
Your
my
cardiac rhythm.
heartbeat. Yeah, heart rhythm. Another twist to the story. Okay, I was presented this drum at the Desert Drum Rumble, and uh, people that had to do with getting everything together. My transplant coordinator, Katie, she's a drummer. She was in on the drum.
What are
Uh,
the odds of that, first of all, right?
it, it I don't know
Your
how many
donor, the
stars.
coordinator, like,
How
was this
many
not
stars
meant
are
to
in this?
be?
How
Yeah,
many stars are in the sky?
yeah.
Everybody that was involved in this had to do with drums. Uh, yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. When I met Katie in the hospital, we connected immediately because she's, oh, you're a drummer, I'm a drummer, and yeah, she became part of the Phoenix area drummer community, and she's participated in 2 drum rumbles. So uh, she helped put the drum together. Randy Rask, my good friend, who is my main guy working with Phoenix Area Drummers Group. He had the drum engraved by the best drum engraver on the planet. Actually, it was his son, and just I was just in shock. I was in shock. They presented the drum to me before we started the drum rumble, and I was speechless.
Yeah.
You
It's
know, we were just
beautiful too.
we were in tears. Yeah, absolute tears. So uh, yeah, it displays Danny holding the bass drum like in that picture,
Right.
and the vent hole of the snare is actually uh, Danny playing the bass drum. They made that the bass drum. Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
cool.
it's really cool.
And then it
Like
has
we're speaking
my
from that
heartbeat
photo.
on there, which is actually Danny's heartbeat.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Danny lives on, and his heart is beating within me, and so the beat goes on. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And there's Matt at his baby blue kit.
Yes, my beautiful baby Bluey
Yeah.
kit.
We'll show some
It,
video. Is that a 16-inch bass drum?
it's a 16-inch bass drum. It was a 16-inch hanging tom,
Uh-huh.
and then I had one of our fantastic local guys here, Tom Schultz. I had him drill legs into it and make it into a bass drum, and he did a fantastic job.
Absolutely. Tom also provided um, the snare that we gave away at the Drum Talk TV 10-year anniversary show.
Awesome.
And the kit that we used, the John Bonham kit, the Green Sparkle, was a D. Adams kit that
Oh,
Tom
right.
Schultz made. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
You know, a lot of people don't know that you take a 16-inch bass drum and just lift it off the ground like you have there, and you can make it sound like a 22 or 24. I know people are going to argue with me and throw some shade, but it's true, right?
It's shocking. It's shocking, and
Yeah.
a lot of the time we don't even mic it, and it just fills the room. Yeah,
You just
it's
suspend that thing and it sings.
yep. I have it up on a little drum platform, and yeah, it's great. And the convenient thing is it takes up less floor space.
Right.
For a lot of the gigs that we do.
Now, if I was sitting at that kit and I think I played that at the Drum Rumble, right? The year
You
that 3
did.
years ago. Yeah. And
You
it looked
did.
like a normal size kit, but you're like a foot and a half taller than I am.
I look like a circus bear riding a tricycle.
That's funny. So let's
Yeah.
show some video of Matt playing that kit. Check some of this out.
1, 2,
That's a different kit. We'll start with this though.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. What's a woman like you doing with a man like me? What's a woman like you doing with a man like me? When I'm the type of guy that your mama said would love you to leave. What's a girl like you doing with a boy like me?
And how long ago was that, Matt?
That was last year. Actually, I think that was the beginning of that was last year.
Yeah.
We the band my band JC and the Juke Rockers, we won the Arizona Blues Showdown,
Yeah.
and we went to Memphis in 2022 and 2024, and that was after we won 2024, and that was our send-off gig to Memphis
That's cool. How
for
about
the
this one?
International Blues Challenge. We competed against hundreds of bands from all over the world. It was one heck of an experience.
How long is the festival?
That lasted about 3 days.
Yeah.
3
It's
days,
a lot
and
of music packed into 3 days.
yeah, and like I see, you get to see bands from Korea, from Poland, and these are blues bands. And you think, really, there's blues bands in other parts of the world? Absolutely, and a lot
Right.
of great bands, great musicians from all over the world. It was a treat to see players from all over. It was an amazing experience. Absolutely.
That's cool. We'll show another video and then tell us about this one. Check this out, folks. No mic on that 16-inch bass drum.
No mic, and that was indoors in Scottsdale, Arizona, at the Grand Hyatt, and you have to play so quiet. So I was playing with broken rods.
I saw
that.
that.
Broken rods for that one. I think I duct taped them together. It was the end of a song. I believe it was the end of a Stevie Ray Vaughan song. So
It's great. What was the recovery process like and to get you to where you were normalized, let alone being able to play drums again?
Well, I'll say for the first couple of months, I couldn't even walk after
Mm,
transplants. I had struggled to walk with a walker. I couldn't hold a drumstick. Your entire body atrophies,
wow,
every
yeah.
muscle, because but they put you into physical therapy right away, get you up walking, to strengthen you. But as far as getting coordination back and getting any type of chops back, or even getting my head clear
I
from
was
all
gonna
the
ask about that.
from
Yeah,
all the medication that we take,
right.
uh, still battling that.
And let's face
Um,
it, you started at a deficit before the medication. So I mean,
right, right. So I think to start off with, probably about right. Yeah, who knows what kind of medication I was on? Anyway, none. But I think right out of the gate, I was probably on about, I don't know, 70 pills twice a day.
wow.
Yeah, it's intense. So I tried to get behind the kit, and then it was very frustrating. I couldn't get my left hand to work. I couldn't get my hi-hat foot to work, or double bass. And I just, when I felt the energy, I got up and got on my kit and just went at it as much as I physically could take it, until I could just play a groove. And it's like, okay, I can play a groove now. Let's try it for a little longer, until I could play a song. And I really wasn't able to even play a song. I had a fill-in drummer for a year and a half, or just about a year, I'd say, about a year.
Mhm.
I went back to the gig. The band, JC and the Juke Rockers, were like, hey, let's have a rehearsal. I said, let's have a rehearsal. Let's see if I could do this. And went to rehearsal, and it had to be, about a year out, a little over a year out. And rehearsal went well. I hadn't played more than 3 minutes at that point, and went out and played 3 sets.
Wow.
And I was back to it, and it's been a journey since then. With coordination and everything, but it's for the most part, it's come back. Yes,
That's great.
been a long
What
journey.
was there a cognizant like return where, as far as, I don't know how else to ask, thinking straight and speech, was that okay and you were just tired and atrophied, or was there a process there as well with the
Yeah,
brainwaves?
definitely tired and atrophied, and the meds. First, when they first start you off, you're jacked up on steroids, so you have to get over that. And then they wean you off the meds, and the further I was weaned off the meds, the better I felt. So I
Mhm.
was able to think better. But going into when I first jumped up on stage to play again, uh, it was a crapshoot. In my head, it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do this? And thank you know, thank the powers that be that. And I pray every time before I get on the kit. I say, please, everybody, let's do this.
Yeah,
And so far, everybody's come through.
that's great. You got an amazing supporter in your lovely wife, Margot. Got to give her a
Margot is the best. She's my number one supporter. I'm not going to say she's my number one fan, but she's my number one supporter.
yeah.
So
There there is a difference.
at the last gig, she thought I was too loud. So on her phone, she held up a little sign that said "Rods."
I love it.
So we're playing. The whole band sees her holding that up, says "Rods." Said okay, and of course I ignored
Great.
that. But anyway,
It's great. Musical director as well, apparently.
absolutely.
So, Matt, let's go way back. When did you start playing, and what was the spark? Why drums? And do you play other instruments, and did you play any others before drums?
Okay, my journey started. My grandfather was a drummer
Mm,
in Chicago, and he started me off with a snare drum when I was 5 years old. So I started taking lessons at the age of 5, and it was just snare, not kit, but whatever a 5-year-old could comprehend at that time.
right.
And that was how I started. I don't think I said, "Hey, I want to play drums." Uh, that's just what I was from the get-go.
Right.
So it's just, I think it's in your DNA. In my case, I truly believe it's in my DNA. Uh, and that's when we lived in Chicago when I was a kid. I was born in Chicago. We moved to Arizona in 1978, and I received my first drum kit when my grandfather, he retired, and he gave me his drum kit in 1975.
Oh, wow. Do you still have it?
I wish. I don't.
Oh,
I don't. And it was a Blue Sparkle Pearl drum kit given to him by Maury LaShawn, who owned the world's famous Frank's Drum Shop in Chicago,
oh, wow.
who was my grandfather's best friend.
Oh,
And he gave my grandfather a Blue Sparkle kit and a Red Sparkle kit and said, at your gigs, you play these, kind of did demo, and gave them to him. And when he retired, he gave me the Blue Sparkle kit. And to this day, I still have the Pearl Blue Sparkle kit. And that's to honor my grandfather.
that's awesome. And who were some of your first influences? What kind of music did you get into as you got a little older and
Yeah,
interested
as I
in
got a
music?
little older, all the rock go-tos,
Yeah.
of course, John Bonham. Well, I'll have to say my first, who I could not even come close to dreaming of playing like, but Buddy Rich. Every time I saw Buddy Rich on TV, I was mesmerized,
Yeah.
absolutely mesmerized. I was like, I want to do that. I want to do that. And as I discovered rock music, John Bonham, of course, Keith Moon, of course, Alex Van Halen was my main influence when I got a little older.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Neil Peart, always. Those are my top guys. And also Ringo Starr. When I saw him play, it's like, that is cool. That is awesome.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
He absolutely made it and still makes it look cool because
Yes.
it's cool. Being a drummer is cool. It's the coolest.
Yes, it's the coolest.
Yeah. That's why we have those other guys in the band in front of us to block all the lingerie.
That's right. That's right. And they don't know. Most of us, all we do, we wear pasties and a G-string. Nobody knows.
And what kind of music are you into now? Basically the same stuff you grew up with, or do you have new discoveries? Any guilty pleasures you want to give up?
I listen to everything.
Yeah.
I listen to everything. I listen to everything from metal to country. I played in country bands for years. I lived in Nashville for a couple of years.
Oh,
So I listened to mostly rock, blues, but I'd say mostly rock. And there's so much wonderful music out there. I couldn't even name one genre that's
Yeah.
my favorite. Yeah. So,
I
and
wish
there's so many
sometimes-
amazing drummers.
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the internet is such a cliche, but the internet has given us access to things that no way 30 years ago would we have any clue that there's so much amazing talent out there. It's incredible. And here's my question, Matt.
Sure.
What's with these kids? What's with these kids that are 4, 5, 6 years old on the drums, on the bass, on the guitar that are just like, there's no way they learned it. People say, oh, it's because there's YouTube now. No.
No,
There's
they were
no
born that
way.
way.
Right?
They were
What's
born
the
that way.
deal? Flying saucers dropped them off? Is it something in the water? What's
Something
the
like
deal?
that. Exactly. They were dropped off by aliens. I think that it's inherent in them and their old souls coming back to
Yeah.
do their thing because they're so advanced. It's mind-boggling.
It's
It would
incredible.
take years of study to get where they at, and they just do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It really is. And people, you can look at it two different ways. Some people I've seen say, I'm just going to burn my stuff, and others are inspired by
You're
it.
right. Or you're
Don't
inspired.
burn your stuff. If anything,
Exactly.
donate it. Don't burn your stuff.
Right. Absolutely.
What advice do you have for drummers of any age who just want to get more work? They want to do this for a living or a side hustle or for fun, and they want to play in more than one band, or they want to play different kinds of music. How do you get to where you can make it work for you? It's because it's more than just playing the drums, isn't it?
It is. It's about networking. First and foremost, you have to get out there and let people know who you are
Right.
and let people know what you can do.
Mhm.
So if you're just starting off and you're old enough and there's jam sessions somewhere, go jam. Sit in.
Exactly.
Get your name out there.
Yeah.
And Not just that, learn as many genres as you can.
Yeah.
Be open-minded to whatever's out there. Play whatever comes your way. Don't say, oh, I'm only a this drummer, I'm a that drummer. Be a drummer.
Yeah, I love that.
That's
Yeah.
it. Be a drummer. You know, you're not a country drummer, you're not a rock drummer, you're not a blues drummer, you're a drummer. I get called for gigs all the time. I've never even met the guys. Just show up and play. That's it.
Yeah.
They're great. And that's how you get known. Get out there and network, find musicians and play. And then the word will get out what you could do, you know, and you'll get that call.
That's great. And I think the more genres we learn, the more we realize that they're all utilizing a lot of the same stuff and borrowing from each other. And
Right.
it's just a bit different things stylistically or technique wise, but there's kind of only so much out there. It's
Right.
just being applied differently, you know, with the music
Absolutely.
around it. And that's the beauty of being a drummer, is being able to utilize all those different things in those different musical environments.
Right. Absolutely. And yeah, I'd like to touch on Phoenix Area Drummers Group, the work that we do
Yeah.
with Alice Cooper Solid Rock Teen Centers. We do the Drum Rumble every year. And what we do is we get volunteer, you know, we have drummers that want to play. We get everybody together in a room, 40 to 60 to 70 drummers. And those drummers get donations from their friends and family.
Mhm.
And we have a guest drummer every year, a big name drummer come in, and then everybody gets to be in a room with them and play with that drummer, play songs, and then in between those songs, the drummer will maybe give a little clinic or whatnot.
Tell stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's been great. We've had Ken Mary,
Yeah.
we've had Nate Morton, we've had Glenn Sobel,
Yeah.
we've had Todd Zuckerman. This year we had Dax Nielsen.
Yeah.
Dax did a great job. And so far with that, and then we also donate a snare drum to be auctioned off every year at Alice Cooper's Christmas Pudding. So I think
Mhm.
to date, I think we're close to $200,000 that we've raised for Alice Cooper Solid Rock Teen
Yeah.
Center.
It's great. It really is. And I know that you have next year in the works, October 18th, a Sunday,
Yes.
2026.
Yes.
It's not yet time for the big reveal of who the guest drummer is going to be.
Drummer to be announced.
Right.
That's,
To be announced. But people can, do you have that on the website already where people can get the info or register yet?
not yet.
Okay.
I'll put it up on Phoenix Area Drummers page as soon as we get that. We're still going through everything from this last Rumble right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. It's great work that you're doing. Real quick before we go, two things. One, show us a little bit of the drum room there and some of the goodies. Let's geek
Okay.
out a little bit. And then I've got one last question after that. Some
Okay.
beautiful drums there.
Yeah, I don't know if we can. Let's see. They're really dusty.
Is that like an olive sparkle?
This one right here? That is, what is it? That is Ocean Sparkle. It's blue
Right.
sparkle.
What about the other side of your other shoulder?
This one right here.
Oh, it's a pearl.
Okay. So first of all, that's a pearl.
Yeah,
They're all
yeah.
pearl. This one that's a Pearl Master Studio. This one is a pearl wood fiberglass reissue.
Oh,
And
wow.
I don't recall the color. I think it's antique gold.
Nice.
And then this kit right here, could you see that?
Yeah, that's the one I thought might be like an olive sparkle or something. That's
That
such
is
a
called-
unique color.
It's called Granite Sparkle.
Nice.
And I acquired this kit from Tracy Broussard, who plays with Blake Shelton.
Yeah.
And he was in town. We had lunch one day with a bunch of drummers, and he mentioned, hey, after tour, I'm thinking of selling my kit. And I said, hey, after tour, I'll take it. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's such a neat finish.
Yeah, and then if we go to the other side of the room, which has a bunch of boxes and everything, I have my snare collection. It's kind of a little workspace there. That's a, let's see, that's piano black pearl reference kit.
Right.
And I have about 30 snare drums. And then we have the Phoenix Area Drummers logo here. This is my work kit right here. I still have some stuff from the swap meet out and about. But yeah, that's also an Ocean Sparkle, which needs to be dusted off. But that's it.
That's cool.
I have 7 kits and about 30 snare drums at this point.
Oh, that's great. And I did think of a couple other things I wanted to ask you about. You did do some work with James Cole, right?
James Cole, yes, I played with James Cole. Oh my gosh, going back 15 years. Did lots of recordings and CDs with him.
I didn't realize it was that long ago. Wow.
Yeah, James is a great talent. Yeah, I really enjoy playing with James. And also, currently, I play with Michael Bruce from the original Alice Cooper, original Alice Cooper band.
Yeah.
And still, we just released a song, I think 2 weeks ago, that's on the Revenge of Alice Cooper album.
Right.
The guys re-recorded it. We originally recorded it in 2019, and we just put it out a couple of weeks ago. It's called Famous Face. Find it on YouTube. It's called The Original Famous Face by the Michael Bruce Group. And real proud of that. It came out great. And Michael is a musical genius for real. He wrote all the big hits, 18, Mr. Nice Guy, all the big Cooper hits. Yeah.
Yeah. We just had Neil Smith on recently, and he's also doing a fan Q&A session on, where is it? On the 19th. November 19th. So that's cool. And we were talking about that album. And then I believe you played on Back Through the Window with Amy Sugar and Michael Schenker.
I did. I played on a whole album.
Yeah.
It's called Under Construction with Amy Sugar and Michael Schenker. And playing with Michael Schenker was an absolutely amazing experience. That guy.
He's still so good.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And getting back to Neil, who is near and dear to my heart. I love Neil, one of my best friends in life. Love Neil. I will be his drum tech at this Christmas pudding coming up next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Very cool. So my last question is, in fact, the Matt Indes Fun Fact segment. What do you like doing for fun completely outside of music?
Wow. I was going to say, I don't know if this is fun, but it's eating pizza. That's my favorite pastime.
That sounds fun to me.
I love pizza. Yeah, pizza.
What's your favorite style of pizza, and what do you like on it? Is it Chicago style?
There's a couple. My favorite thin crust is Spinatos.
Yeah.
What's locally here, it's a thin crust with a sweet sauce, and then I also like the Chicago deep dish pizza, Lou Malnetti's, and then I also like the New York style thin pizza. And I'd have to say that would be Grimaldi's. Mm-hmm. Those are my top 3.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
And Margot's on board with that with you? Also a pizza lover?
Yeah, to a point. Yeah, I think she gets pizzaed out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Matt, thanks for joining us and sharing your story. So inspirational.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
Yeah, absolutely. And, anytime you want to come on and promote anything, whether it's a swap meet or the Desert Rumble, anything, just let me know. We'll have you on and we'll talk drumming, gear, and music.
That sounds great, Dan. I really appreciate you. You're doing a great job with your show.
Thank you.
And you've reached a lot of people, and just keep it going, man. You're doing a great job. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Matt. I appreciate that. And folks, thank you so much for following what we do here at Drum Talk TV. We're packing the rest of the year. Only like 7 weeks left in the year or something like that. And there you go, Phoenix area drummers. Look it up on Facebook, become a member. And no distance is too far to be a Phoenix area drummer, right, Matt?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there you go. If you're in South Korea, Berlin, Germany, Ukraine, whatever, go ahead.
Wherever. We'll be glad to have you.
Cool. Thanks, everybody, so much. We will see you again soon. Thanks, everyone.